Hey guys, so there's been a recent video doing the rounds on social media of Gary Player giving a sort of student who appears to be on like a bit of a golf clinic a tip that he picked up from Ben Hogan. And I find it really interesting, and lots of my students that I work with, particularly students online, have actually sent me this because it's something that I've been talking about for a long time. Now what Gary Player does is he talks about it is a nice sort of storytelling way, and he says years ago Hogan taught me this move that he does, and he believed it was his secret move, and at the time he didn't understand it, and now looking back he really gets it. And what he does is he asks the student to sort of take the club back into the sort of typical takeaway position. And Gary Player sort of grabs the arm of the student and he says, this is it, should be connected, should be solid. And it's true, it should be, and I would say for most amateurs it's genuinely not. Now what happens with most amateur golfers, you see, is they have a tendency to move too much. And when you move too much, your arm is going to have to sort of lift up to try and get the club moving in the correct direction, okay? Because if you imagine I start turning like this, the club's going to go way behind me. So what amateurs do is they lift up, and then this is why you end up with sort of funny looking arm and club positions and wrist positions, etc. But also, if I move like this and like this is weak. Now, if you get yourself set up, nice width of stance, and instead of moving your body, you move your arms first. And particularly if I just take the back of my right hand underneath the back of my left here, and I just bring that up to my chest, and I don't move, and I pause it here, this is much more solid, okay? And that's the feeling that you really want to get, because it's funny in golf, and I find it interesting because from a biomechanical sequence, we know the evidence is very much there that what pros do is they move the arms, the hands, the upper body first, then the lower body in the backswing. And then we know that is a bit of a role reversal coming into the downswing. But still, see lots of advice and lots of golf instruction videos where everyone sort of talks about the first move being a one-piece takeaway where you've got to turn your chest, and it just causes so much trouble. And that's why I think a lot of students still send it to me very much this day, because there's a couple of things that you need to do. The first one, as I said, is you need to make sure it's your hands and arms that are moving in the takeaway, not all of your body. The second thing you want to do is keep your head nice and still. And the third one is that you want to apply as much width as you can. So you want to keep that club as low to the ground as you possibly can. And I promise you, it seems so obvious. It seems so obvious. And when people eventually reach out for help, because they may have watched a number of videos, they're never doing these are the basic things that make a massive difference. So Hogan's solid left arm is nothing other than a byproduct of the correct sequence, but it's something that is so important. See you soon.